colors on top of it. And that's basically the reason I keep the first layer very faint and light. Just want to get the right color here. To me, it always seems at this point that the painting just looks silly because there are no shapes, it's just these blank colors. But it's going to transform into a beauty sooner or later. Then I gotta decide the color. Like, I don't know any official names for these colors. I just call them two oranges because that's all I know. The other orange is like it's more to the red, and the other one more to the yellow, but yeah, they're both oranges to me. Sasuke skin, and Sasuke has a very pale skin. Like, I almost don't have to paint it at all. I think I'm going to use this pink. Oh, that's like purple. No, Sasuke got a purple face. No, it's fading now. Okay. No, and Need to leave the eye there, and there's a little bit of his neck showing and a little bit of his ear, but I think that's all the skin. Oh, there's somebody commenting purple Sasuke. Maybe I should paint that someday. Yeah, purple Sasuke. That would be very interesting. And oh, there's actually a little tiny bit of Naruto's hair that I have left unpainted. Is that even a word? Unpainted. Well, I just invented it. If it wasn't a word before. And then I gotta decide Sasuke's hat. I think I want to have a red hat for him. Sasuke doesn't usually use any bright colors or anything, but if there is one color that he would use, and which would be bright, that would be red. So he's going to have a red hat. And at this point, when I'm painting, I always take care that the whole area that I'm painting stays wet the whole time I'm painting it, so that there are no, the watercolor doesn't make any edges there, so that the color, the area that I'm coloring stays like a complete and smooth. So sometimes I even just, go and add just the water here, like I'm doing now. I'm not adding any color, just the water. And you can, you can get this by adding the water there. You can sometimes get these nice effects just accidentally. Like that happens to me all the time. I just, splash the water there, and then it just looks very good, and I didn't even do anything. It's like the water does it on its own. I think I'm actually going to add just a little bit of orange. No, Sasuke, orange doesn't suit Sasuke. Okay, I'm just going to put some purplish red here instead, a little bit, to make it a little darker. Oh, and there is somebody's commenting, already looks great. Thank you very much. I love your work so much. Oh, thank you even more. Your paintings are like God's work. Oh, thank you very much. Honestly, I really appreciate your words. And even like, this is just the beginning of this little sketchy painting. So I'm very happy to hear you already like it. That's so nice. It's funny because I constantly get, these very nice comments, but I don't know, I just don't get enough of them. It always feels so good. Oh, okay, let me focus on the painting now. I think Naruto scarf could be the next. And now I gotta know actually, I'm not going to paint that yet because I'm not exactly sure what color I want it to be. So I'm going to take Sasuke's scarf instead, because I have an idea what kind of color I want his jacket to be. So the scarf will be Let me try bluish, like this. Actually, let me make it quite pale. Like a very light, very, very light blue. Let me use this other blue here too. And as you can see, it's like because it's the first layer that I'm painting here, the color doesn't have to be strong yet. I mean, I don't want it to be strong yet because I know I'm going to add more layers on top of it, so that this even though the color here is very light, it's going to show anyway. Then I think I'm just going to leave the scarf there. And next should be his hair. And let me take a little smaller and sharper brush for that, so that I don't screw up too badly. No, actually his hat is still drying, so I'll let it dry. And I will paint the jacket because the scarf is not dry yet, but that's fine, because if the color spreads a little there, that's completely fine. That can actually even make a great effect, possibly. You know, sometimes when you work with watercolors, or when I work with watercolors, I don't even know what's going to happen. I just, you know, let's go there and hope it works. And it usually does. It's like, when you work with watercolors, you get to know them somehow, but then again, they can always surprise you. I think that's one of the reasons I like them so much. So Saske's jacket is grayish. And now it's kind of mixing into the color of the scarf, but like I said, that's fine. That's actually looking pretty good at the moment. Let's keep on going. Now, a little darker there. Now I gotta test this part here. It's actually still drying. Still drying. Well, take your time. I'm instead going to get to Naruto's eye. I'm being very careful to not smudge the drying color there with my hand. You know, sometimes when I'm not careful, when I'm painting, then it's like I would just splash my hand there on top of the wet part of the painting, and well, then I'm screwed. Oh, well, how about now? I think I dare to color Saske's hair now. I think I'm gonna make it the first layer like a bluish gray. Not too blue because I don't want it to blue, but not completely gray either, so that you can see the blue there. let me quickly, no, not yet actually. I'm getting too enthusiastic here. Gotta paint this area first. Okay, there we go. Then let me write a quick message here in the chat so that people know that I'm here. Like you wouldn't know it already. Oh. No. Okay, now back to painting. And actually, now I want to paint the background. And I know I want it to be, I want it to be like quite dark and bluish. So let me start here. Oh, I need actually 2 brushes. This is actually how I very often, when I'm painting with watercolors, it's like half of the time I have one brush between my teeth. Because I need to grab it quickly. It needs to be easily accessible. So between the teeth is just a perfect place. And now this is a place, now the background when I'm working on it, I need to be really like quite quick with this now. So the color doesn't get dry or anything, or I get the effect that I want. Now here, I'm actually going to add a little bit of sea salt. Any salt is fine, but I like sea salt because the grains are like a bigger. So the effect is also like a clearer that the salt is going to make. You're going to see what it does in a minute. If you already don't know. I mean, if you, yeah. Sometimes I gotta think twice what kind of English I get out of my mouth. Because I want to get like this frosty air cloud coming out of Naruto's mouth. So I'm gonna just let me use some black here as well. I use black very, very rarely. It's like, I think it's the color I use least, black. But here I'm going to use a little bit of black because I want this to be dark. And now I need some clean water here. And add some more here. And now this is actually one of the things I like so much, like just making these background effects. What I'm doing now, I don't know, I really like it. And I like the way that watercolor does this effect. So like on its own, I don't even have to do anything. I just have to tap the color here and the effect is there. It's so pretty, especially when I accompany it with this salt. Let me add a little bit of this magic ingredient here so that the effect will be even better. Then now again I gotta keep these areas wet. So this is actually just like it looks like Naruto has ice breath. That's how it's supposed to look. Yes. Beautiful ice breath. Very beautiful indeed. Or at least that's how I want it to look like, and that's what I am working on still. And now I need this more delicate brush here so that I'm not ruining his face. It's like at moments like these, it's like my body is almost like pumped with adrenaline because I need to be so focused, like and remember to keep certain parts wet, and then like I don't know, just keep all my senses open, and eyes and ears and mouth and everything. All right, then, oh no, I have 3 brushes here at the same time. Multitasking, that's what it also is. You gotta have several brushes at once in your hand, and you just need to remember what brush is for what. Here, let me finish this part quickly, then I could add a little bit more blue here. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you very much, blue. I appreciate you. And then a little bit of black. here. Now let's keep it wet and clean this brush. I actually just noticed that you can't see my color palette here. Maybe for the next live stream I should put the camera so that you can see my color palette as well. But, well, for now, gotta deal with this. I want a little more. So what I'm doing now, I'm just dropping this clean water here where the paint has dried a little. It's not completely dry, but it's not completely wet either. So it's going to make, like, when I drop the water on top of the paper surface, it's the water is going to like spread and like remove the, it's kind of like going to move the color out of the way a little. So it's going to make this sparkle, I don't know, sparkle effect kind of. And I really like that effect. It's like one of my favorite things. I just love to go and add all these drops everywhere. Like, oh, boom, 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 boom. So that everybody is sparkling. Now we can move back here and add just a little bit more of this color and blue. And this is like effects like this, you can only work on them while the paper is still wet, and that's why it's so important to keep the paper just as wet as you want it to be, because also like the state of wetness is very important. It's something that I would say that you at least I did, like I somehow like automatically learned it, just because working as much as I've painted with watercolors, it's like you learn to kind of recognize and the wetness of the paper surface, and you know exactly when to do the things you need to do to get the effect that you want. When you just get to know how the color and everything, how they behave. Like here I constantly keep like going kind of like back and forth, because I need to give the paper a little rest to let it dry a little before I can keep on working. And once I've done what I need to do, I let the paper dry a little bit again so that I can come back and work again before it gets completely dry. That's how I work. Of course, we all have our own ways. That's my way. And now I want something very dark here. And a little bit more water there. And now I can finally come back here and keep on moving forward, meaning keep on moving to the right. And where is that color? Whoa, there you are. And now this other brush. Oh, my head got on the way of the camera, damn it. No, that should not happen. Have I moved forward a little, or is it that I'm just bending too much downwards? Trying to look at my brush. Okay, now at least I'm out of the way. That's good. Right. Now let's take. Now usually I like to use at least 2 different colors for one single color area, so that the color kind of stays alive. It's not just one single color and you change like the, is it density of it? I'm not sure if that density is the correct word for that. But you know, when I have 2 or more colors and I kind of like mix them together, and I only mix them together on the paper, so they create this variety of colors, these multiple hues that just, you know, blend together. And that's just how I like it. So that's also one of the things that I basically use all the time when I paint with watercolors. And with watercolors, the blending the colors is so easy, because when the color is wet, it's just, everything just blends so easily. You just have to drop the color there. Of course, you have to know what color to use to get the certain kind of result. But also that one is just so easy to learn once you use watercolors, and you get to learn the colors and what colors create what kind of mixture, and you know. And here I need to be again more delicate, but let me remember to keep this part wet. And actually, let me do here just, this is one of my favorite things, to drop the clean water there where it's not completely dry, so it creates this nice, perfect, amazing effect so easily, so beautifully, just like that. Like you can see, it's just magic. Magic of watercolors. I'm kind of now realizing, when I've never had a live stream working with watercolors before, but now that I am doing that, I'm realizing how much I enjoy working with watercolors. I'm constantly just being amazed of the things that these colors do. I mean, they're just magical. These colors are magical. Damn. Just so happy to paint with these. But that's one of the things I've said for years. It says when I paint with watercolors, I feel like I'm not even painting. It's like the colors, they're painting for me. Like I'm just smashing the colors on the paper, and then the colors just become pretty all on their own. And I'm just looking at, what? How did that happen? That's how it goes. And now I gotta remember this area here still gotta stay wet because I need to work there. So let me add some water there for me to be able to keep on working when I'm done with this other part. Alright, now we're about to be done with this part, and we can move back here. So there's more blackness right there. And some blue. Okay, there's a new person commenting. First, whoa, amazing, thank you. Thank you very much. I have painted a little with watercolors too, but honestly I think I suck and don't know any techniques. Well, let me tell you that nobody ever taught me to paint with watercolors. I never learned any techniques anywhere. I mean, I did, but I learned them on my own by just, you know, trying different things and just, you know, figuring out what works. But of course, like right here when I'm painting, I try to explain the techniques that I'm using. So I hope that can, I hope it can be, it could be helpful to you. And if there's anything you want to ask, go ahead. I'll do my best to explain. But watercolors really are something that you need to, you kind of need to figure them out. And at the same time, I can tell you, you can never figure them out. At least so far. It's like every time I think I figured them out, I haven't. It's like they're just weird. I believe that's one of the reasons I like them so much, because they're weird, and I just, you know, me and watercolors, we speak the same language of weirdness and unpredictability. Yeah. Now there's a new comment saying, "You do not suck. Shut up, Yasu." Oh my gosh, you're incredible. I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean that I suck. Like, honestly, I don't think I suck. No, and I would never say that. But I was just reading the comment that was there before, and there I believe there I at least the like, I think there was this little spelling issue there, but I believe the person wanted to say that I suck, meaning that they suck. I was just reading the comment, but believe me when I say I would never say that I suck, because in my opinion, saying such things to yourself is not going to help you to improve at all. And yeah, I don't suck at this. And yeah, believe me, if I honestly believed that I'm not good at what I'm doing, I wouldn't be doing it, and I wouldn't be having this live stream, and I would not be enjoying this painting as much as I am at the moment. So yes, there's a new comment. Yeah, you are really incredible. Thank you. Also I didn't think that anybody shipped SasNar anymore. Well, in what I have seen, it's like I'm actually amazed how much people still, you know, how people still keep that ship alive after all these years. And I'm honestly, I'm the most amazed that I am still creating this, because I was so sure, like a year ago, I was so sure that I would be done with this thing, that I would not create any SasNar art anymore. But well, I was wrong. Here I am. Here I am. But honestly, if you just I don't think you even have to really search online when you will find hundreds and hundreds, and I don't even want to know how many people who still really are into SasNar. And I mean, even you know, I'm sure that I will not be throwing these two for the rest of my life, but for the rest of my life I will always remember what they did to me and the impact that they had in my life. That one I will never forget, and I can't forget. It's like it's not something that I could erase from my mind, and something not that I would even like to, definitely not, because those memories are just precious. So precious. No, more blue. And I kind of want to have a black corner here. Ah. It's so weird for me to use all this black when I usually don't. But I guess when you want to make things dark, you gotta use some black there. A little bit blue there too, so it's not like completely pitch black. Let me edge here. And now, let me see. I think I could drop some more water here, like I always do, to make some little sparkles, because I can't resist, or irresistible sparkles. Okay, and there's a... Forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce your account names correctly, but the way I would say this is Tenna Marina is saying that she was really obsessed with Naruto a few years ago, and so was I. And oh, so you deleted your blog and now you have lost all the good blogs that you followed. Damn, but aren't they still there? I mean, can't you find them anymore, or are they deleted as well? If the people that had those blogs did the same thing as you did, I don't know. I do not know. But I know it's like of course it's kind of natural that people leave some fandoms and they leave some like ships, and that it's like, you know, I would say it's natural to move on, you know, when the series is kind of over. I mean, Naruto is still ongoing kind of, like there's Boruto now, but I understand that people that were into Naruto are not really into it anymore. So it's like can be that people are just, you know, searching for new series and following new series and finding new interests. Yeah, well, nothing is the same. Yeah, well, that's what I just said, is that basically that's just life. Some people like to, like, some people they like to, like now, like, what am I even saying? People move on. Some people want to keep shipping Naruto, and they still do. I mean, Naruto and Sasuke, they still do that. But then some people want to get something, want to find something new, you know, these new ongoing series, and like that's fine. I mean, if you want to keep shipping Sasuke and Naruto, that's fine. If you want to go find another ship to follow and to ship, then that's fine too. I mean, that's up to you. And then there is yet another comment. I really love your SasNar drawings. Oh, especially my neighbor Naruto. Oh, thank you so much. I'm always waiting new page on Monday, and it seriously makes my day. And I'm really obsessed with Naruto actually here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I must say that I definitely know what it's to be obsessed with Naruto, because years ago I used to, like, all day I would just breathe Naruto. Yeah, but I'm just very happy to hear you like my neighbor Naruto, and I would say that from all the SasNar comics that I created, my neighbor Naruto is my absolute favorite. It's like, I just can't wait to show you how the story unfolds and what's going to happen. I actually need to finish the next Monday's page. I've been so busy this week that I haven't gotten time to finish it yet, but I'll have time this weekend. I mean, before the deadline is there, I hope. Well, I'll make that time be there so I can finish it. I mean, I have already started working on it, but it's not completely finished yet. Oh, okay. You've been following me since DeviantArt. Oh, so yeah, okay. Oh, I have such warm memories from those times too, when I used to breathe DeviantArt as well. I mean, it was like my other home. I would go there and meet my people. I have not watched Boruto at all, and honestly, I'm so busy these days that I don't even know if I would have time to watch Boruto. And now I'm just and now I should really, even for a moment, focus on this painting, because I'm talking too much again. So oh, but now there is another comment. It's my favorite comic too. Also, Behind the Disguise is so great. I read it like every day. Oh, I can't resist. I must keep talking. I try to work at the same time, but your comments are too tempting to reply. So Behind the Disguise is oh, I have that comic will forever be in my heart. And I want to say that some time ago, maybe a month ago, I took the time to read Behind the Disguise from the beginning to the end in one go, and it's been I don't even remember last time I did that. I don't even know if I have ever done that, like if I have read the whole comic now that it's finished from beginning to the end. And when I did that, I was like, I was so happy to read it. It made me so happy, and I'm so happy that I created it, and I somehow understood why all these people come to tell me how happy the comic is making them, and how grateful they are that I created it, and all those things that people come to tell me about that comic. I somehow understood them. It was great, because I used to be, years ago I used to be way more critical on the things I created, and I really couldn't see the cute things in the stuff that I was making. I really enjoyed, like, Behind the Disguise. It was like, I loved creating that comic, but at the same time I was very critical, so I couldn't like fully enjoy like reading the pages or anything. But well, that has changed. I mean, I'm not like criticizing myself at all that way these days. So I believe that that's one of the reasons I felt so good reading it, and when I could actually enjoy the story and the drawings without criticizing my drawings or anything. So it was just amazing. Such an amazing experience to read my own comic. Okay, so Naruto, let me get to you now and your scarf and painting. Now we have completed the first layer, and let me remove these little pieces of salt here now. Now let me just try drop them. Okay, I don't want to press them too much against the surface of the paper, because sometimes they're still a little wet and they're going to smudge the surface. So I'm gonna be very careful here. But I'm sure you can see, even though my camera quality is not the best yet, but I'm sure you can see the effect that the salt is creating, so that Naruto's frosty, icy breath is as frosty and icy as it can be. There we go. Now I am going to move to Naruto's jacket, and create the second layer. Like sometimes, even like right now, I actually have no idea how the second layer will be like. I honestly, I have zero idea. I have zero idea, but I'm just going to, let's start with let me think. What color should I use for this now? Let me start with no, not that one. How about this brownish something? Let me go with this first. Okay, we're fine. We're still fine. And at this point, yeah, now I'm going to start spinning this thing, because I like to spin things so I can get the brush, the angle that I want. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine actually. So let me use try some red, because I still have no idea how I want this to be. So I'm just, you know, basically trying something and whoa, let's see what happens. That's how I paint. Now I feel like I should add more water here. So my painting is sometimes very, very spontaneous. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Yeah, we're still fine. No catastrophes here so far. So I'm gonna keep adding the color. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually good. Yeah, good back. Nice, nice. A little bit of color here. About. Okay, So basically now I work, especially when I'm working with the layers that come after the first layer, I'm working with 2 brushes. The other one is only for the pure, like the clean, clear water. And then the other one is for the color. Like here, this brush is adding the color. And then the other one adds the water. And it spreads the color the way I want. At least almost the way I want. Well, usually the way I want. So I keep just switching these brushes all the time, and that's just also, that's just how I work when I work with watercolors. Then actually let me twist this thing a little and add some brown, just a little bit. And I'm not going to finish this whole painting. I'm actually going to end this live stream quite soon, but I believe I'm going to keep on working on this exact painting, sketchy sketch thing, in a week, meaning next Saturday, next stream Saturday, excuse me. And maybe then I will get this finished, we will see. But definitely not today. But I've got to say at this point that I'm very happy for all the comments and you people that got involved into the discussion, so to say. So that was very nice. Thank you for commenting and asking and talking, writing. That's very nice. Put some orange here. Now actually, let me add some darkness here. Yes, this is what I want. Oh yes, this is exactly what I want. Maybe a little more bluish. So that I can get this. And let me tell you that just about a year ago, not even that long ago, I would not have dared to mix 2 colors like these that I'm doing now. But this is also something that you learn through a process. You learn to know your painting style and the way the colors behave. So that allows you to be more extreme, at least that's what it does to me. So like I know what's going to happen when I add this blue here. It's not going to be like, oh, what's going to happen? But I know, like, yeah, I got this. So the effect is actually about what I imagine it to be, and the colors mix about the way I thought they would. And that's why I encourage you, if you want to learn more about watercolor painting, is that don't be afraid of trying new things, because watercolors are just amazing and they are like limited. The possibilities are unlimited. So keep on trying new different things. Find out how the colors behave. Get to know the colors. Become their friend. My advice is, I hope they can help somebody and don't be too weird. But that's just how I would describe it. So let me just put that. Besides, the background has this same blue that I'm adding here, so it should be just safe to use. Anyway, just like it seems to be. And again, don't mind me twisting this thing. That's just my way of painting. Might be a little hard to follow. I hope it's not too hard to follow what I'm doing. But it helps me to get the right angle for the brush, and so also it helps me to keep my hand away from the parts of the painting that are still wet, so I don't go ruin the whole thing. Okay, it's starting to look like something that I would be happy with. Just a little adjustments here and there. Oh, I really like how this other hand turned out. Oh, let me add just a little bit of more red there. Yes. I always twist the paper when I draw or paint. Perfect. You're not alone. Or maybe I should say, I am not alone. Yes, I always knew it. I'm not alone doing this. Keep twisting it. All right. How about I put some more red here too? It's funny because honestly, like I have even no idea what I'm painting. Like I was just having, oh, let's put some red here. Let's see what happens. And then when people look at my painting, they actually think I have an idea what I'm doing, but no, shit. I have no idea what I'm doing. But honestly, it's like just a couple of years ago, I remember painting with watercolors. I tried to control the color so much, and I just tried to get everything to be exactly the way I saw it in my mind. But now I've learned to just, you know, relax and let the color do the work. And it's less stressful too. I can actually enjoy the painting process. Ben is like, oh yeah. Now everybody that is watching this live stream will not even take anything I paint seriously anymore. Damn. they know that I'm not serious at all when I paint. I'm just splashing the color there. But that's what I always say. Like when people ask me, how do you paint that? How am I able to paint those things, and how do I do it? I sometimes say, like, you know, I'm just splashing the color there. I'm not doing anything. And they don't believe me. They don't want to believe me, but that's the truth. Damn. What am I going to do? That's exactly, it's just, if they don't want to believe me, then what am I going to do about it? They should just come and join this live stream, so maybe they will believe. Okay, now I want to remove a little bit of color from here. And toilet paper, or any, it doesn't have to be toilet paper, but I have toilet paper here. Any paper that can, you know, absorb, is it absorb? I think it is, absorb the water is fine, because then you can remove some color from places that you don't want it to get, at least not too much of it. All right, I could leave the jacket there for now and work on Naruto's hat instead. I'm gonna try to do so that, okay, now I started with this. Maybe I should have started with the red actually. So I can take it here. No, next time I see your paintings, I'm just going to think she had no idea what she wanted to do. Exactly, you got it, you got it. Because that's like, that's definitely closer to the truth than me saying, yeah, I knew what I was doing, yeah, I knew exactly how this was going to be because I had no idea. It's like, when I start to paint something, I just have this feeling that when I have an idea, it's like I have a feeling that, oh, this is a good idea, this would look great, but then at the same time I have no idea how I'm going to like actually make it happen. Then when I am making it happen, then it just makes itself happen, but I'm like, shit. Maybe I should stop this and end this live stream soon before I start just. But at least you now see how crazy I am. So you know the person you're dealing with. I guess that's the point of these live streams. I finally wanted to show you who you're dealing with. Like even now, I just suddenly wake up and see, wow, actually none of those hat, the shading, it became really nice. Like, how did that happen? What did I even do? Ah, damn. There it is. Oh, and people don't believe me when I say I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even do anything when I'm doing this. I want the shadow here to be sharp, thank you, appreciate it, and then the other shadow as well. The hair shadow. Ah, my hair is again there. No hair. Come away. Like, go away. Move away. You're not supposed to be there. Meaning I'm not supposed to be bending too much on the, like, leaning on the paper too much. Alright. Naruto, your hat is just like a hat. Damn. This fluffy little thing here. I don't know what this is called. I mean, I know what it's called in Finnish, but I have no idea what it's in English. So this, I'm just gonna call it a fluffy thing, because that's what it is. I'm gonna remove a little bit of color here. Okay, now it looks better. And then I'm actually gonna add some color right here. Yep, that looks better. A little bit more blue. Yeah, that's looks quite right to me. And time is running. And well, I think I just got the second layer of the hat there done. And I believe that this will be a perfect time for me to end this live stream, and we will continue from this point on next Saturday, in a week, the same time. I'll be live streaming at the same time as today to hopefully finish this piece. But for now, yeah, we should be done. So, as always, thank you very much for joining. I had such a great time. That can probably be seen because I'm just, you know, grinning all the time and saying crazy things. That's what happens when I'm happy. So at least, you know, I was happy doing this. Hope you enjoyed. Did I already say that? Well, anyway, and I do believe I see you again in a week, next Saturday, the same time. Yeah. And with that, I say bye-bye.